an author to write a book or to write a whatever the person is doing, a screenplay, whatever form it takes. Discipline is the most important thing. And without discipline, you get nowhere. So you have to find a particular set of hours. You have to kind of cordon it off, you have to fence it off. And you have to just keep everybody out from that particular time that you need. You have to just write at that time. There's no getting away from that. If one waits that, okay, I'm walking down the road and lightning will strike and inspiration will come, it may. I'm not saying it won't. But you won't be able to convert that into anything meaningful.
I have something else to ask.
Please do.
You started writing books, children's books, now Bheem. What got you writing books?
I have a very, very persuasive wife. So she kind of said that she would, well, the imagery was quite violent, you see, that if I did not write, this would happen. So I started writing.
There's another question on the back.
Yes, yeah, Prasad.
You have been writing films for so many years.
Yes.
And directing them. So
yes.
How different writing a book? And while writing a book, was your filmmaker influencing? Is it like a film script writing or writing a book is different? And how did you balance it? Because for years you have been writing some great scripts. So.
Yes, there is a lot of cinema that has gone into this book. Perhaps in many ways my experience as a film director and film writer has played a major part because I can actually visualize it in a much more deep, much more evocative way than perhaps a person who only uses words as his medium. One more thing though that is interesting, the difference between a film and a book. A film, whatever happens, has to be shown. Even a subtext has to be shown. There has to be, you have to have some sort of hint shown or suggested, either through a visual or through some sort of audio-visual suggestion. There is no author's voice that is, substantive in any way, that is out there talking directly to a reader or to a viewer. In a book, you have the author's voice, which is a really powerful tool, where you can tell various things to the reader and bring and carry the reader along in many ways that you can't as a filmmaker. A filmmaker has different tools, of course. A filmmaker, the very fact that he can actually show what he is imagining or she is imagining is a tremendous advantage. But then getting into the mind of the characters and therefore getting into the mind of the readers, that is exclusive to a writer. You can actually talk directly to your reader. That is something which is fundamental to book writing. Yes. Rajesh, please Rajesh, talk. Yes.
Okay, just a follow-up question to the previous one.
Yes.
Have you visualized this as a possible animation film or a comic book series? I read the book, so with the visuals, I'm just wondering whether
more live action, a live action film or a live action web series. As far as a graphic novel is concerned, yes, that's a possibility. I wouldn't say no, because yes, it lends itself to that medium too. Let people enjoy the novel now, and perhaps a few inspirational ideas down the road, I'll get into the graphic novel. Of course, I know that Prasad is itching to do that.
He didn't ask me to.
Yes.
Hi, this is Priyanka from Indian Express.
Yes, Priyanka, please tell me.
My question is to Julie that, at an event about mythological character, I think it's befitting to ask you that how sad do you feel when people are intolerant towards something like a film called Padmavati, which is also based on a legend. So I wanted your reaction to that. People are giving open letters to filmmaker and to the lead actress. So how do you feel?
Yeah, Priyanka, I will not go too far down that road only because, not for any other reason, we can always talk in private. Only because I would like to keep the focus on Bheem. However, a quick reply to that is that it horrifies me. And this whole kind of thing, that anybody could threaten people for making a film. There has to be complete freedom, in my opinion. I think that the way to oppose a thought is with another thought. You can't, the moment you start violence, civilization ends. You know, so I don't think this is one way at all of reacting to something that you disagree with. It has to be, you oppose a film with another film, you oppose a piece of writing with some more writing, you oppose a speech with another speech. That's the way to go.
Julie, your reaction?
You know, I echo WG's the words that he says, let's keep the focus on Bheem, because that again is a different subject, pretty vast. But I'll just tell you something. I was in Jaipur yesterday and I met Rajmata of Jaipur, and she said something very lovely. She said that, you know, as a film goes on in perpetuity. It was something I had not realized. I'm just saying this is not about Padmavati per se or anything. She said, what you show on screen, films is such a popular medium, so what you show on screen, people believe. You know, today's generation, more than reading in their history books or anything, they believe your film. And there's no end to a film. Like, it will be seen 50 years down the line. They've seen 75 years down the line. So whatever is shown, she was just saying this. Please don't take it as a quote on that. She said, keep that in mind. That whoever sees that film believes that is it. That is the story. That is the character.
Did you face any challenges while writing?
Thank you.
Challenges in what sense? Yes, lots of challenges. But please tell me what specific challenges you're talking about.
Did you like go with the flow, or like was there any problem while writing?
Yes, in terms of conceiving the characters, I spoke about this a little while ago, that a book is a kind of living organism. It doesn't, it's not something that one has a blueprint to when one begins. So when you start moving down that road, you realize that there are things, and characters as they develop, they also come alive. And then there is the demand of the character and there is the demand of the plot. And if you insist that a character only follows your plot, the character dies. You see? You can't kind of grab a character by the scruff of its neck and yank it or haul it kicking and screaming down any specific road that you want to take it down. You have to create circumstances where that character would itself want to travel that road. So these are things which you do as you write a book. You think about it, you conceive it, you wander down blind alleys, you scrap work that you have done, you find your way back and then start again until you reach the conclusion. I think we'll call it a day now as far as this section of it is concerned. We would be very happy if Juhi ji would join me in a quick round of book signing, but before that, if anybody wants to take photographs of all of us standing with the book once more quickly, we'll finish that in 2 minutes and then we'll get to the book signing. Joel, will you also be? I hope you brought your own pen. I've only brought 2.
Yes.
हाँ तो फिर टेंशन क्लियर है